Welcome, everyone, once again to the world of Cairne. Full house tonight. So glad to see everyone's shining Hero Forge faces.
Good evening, everyone.
We have so much in store ahead of you guys. So much in store. It's going to be amazing. The most amazing thing in store ever to happen in the world of gaming. I have it on good authority that this is entirely true. This is not my opinion. This is just what I've been told by leading critics in the field. Maybe.
It quantitatively evaluated. It measured up. It's the most exciting thing that's ever happened.
There is a decent percentage that I may be making all of that up, though.
We'll never know.
Who can say? Who can say? But before we dive right in, I do want to give a quick shout out, of course, once again, to the most metal dice on the planet, Skull Splitter Dice. If you don't have a set yet, you need to. And I don't have a set yet, so please buy me one too. And if you do, you can use code Featherfall at checkout for a whopping 10% off. But without much further ado, would anyone like to catch us up on the events of last session?
Well, I can take a shot at it. I can take a shot at it. It was a bit of an odd one. So, we began collecting ourselves, having finally arrived in the domes of the Shining Eyes. Unless we've somehow managed to arrive someplace else, which will come as a great disappointment to all of us.
Detroit? Oh no!
Oh no! When did they sink this place? Supposed to be next to the lake.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Ghinkgo. We're doing the recap.
Okay.
So, we arrive, we pick ourselves up. We are immediately surrounded. We have a hard time spotting their location, even though we have, like, varying levels of dark vision and blind sight in the party. As it turns out, once we've managed to negotiate a bit of a ceasefire here, it turns out because there was like 20 of them. I assume, although the church didn't say this, that they were speaking in turn to confuse their locations. It was a bunch of dwarves. It looks like they might have been down here for quite some time. They were well armed still, but clad in very archaic clothing, speaking a very archaic dialect of Dwarven. They seemed really messed up, and they were in a tearing hurry to get out of here. They extorted a small amount of food, which Listener gladly gave up because he does not eat, and then sealed themselves into a room supposedly to prepare their submersible for escape. So we may see the twin of the Orti at some point, assuming they haven't already left. Having negotiated our way out of this combat, we analyze the surroundings. There is a strange crystalline mass overtaking most of the space. The dwarves managed to get it to light up. Eventually we work out they did this with some magic. The light went through, I believe, an actual fungus, mold.
Fungus, yeah.
Yeah. But we do this. We see we have a choice of paths. One of them has a dead dwarf sitting literally right there, so we don't go down that one. We go down the other one. And this also turns out to be dangerous, but I suspect all three paths would have been dangerous. We travel outside of the dock area, possibly a smaller offshoot dome, and through this crystalline passage into the open water. We're proceeding at a good clip. We're trying to be stealthy. Listener senses a relative of an old friend. Here in the blighted waters of Cairn, there are many, many things that have evolved in strange and nasty ways, and one of them is a truly massive squid that has developed worrying telepathic powers to detect and devour its prey. We tried not to look like prey. We tried to not think, and I'm pretty sure Az has a hard time not thinking.
He's thoughtful.
It's very thoughtful. They've only just put his brain back together, you know. So it's not really up to the real feats of mental strength just yet. The squid starts trying to crush the tunnel, and Genesis just yeets us down the hallway with the telepathic powers. We manage to get to the other side of a hatchway door. The tunnel is promptly crushed behind us, so if we wish to return to that area, we'll have to try for path number 2 or 3. And we've arrived in a major dome, the major dome. Really, we don't know that much about this place we've been looking for several years of campaign. But it was definitely inhabited. As far as we can see, this was a very built-up area. There's watchtowers along the perimeter. The dome itself is opaque. It has a couple of cracks that are worrying, but it doesn't look like it's immediately going to crash down on us. We poke about a bit. We decide we're going to ascend one of the towers and see what there is to be seen from the top. We get up, we get in there. It takes Az doing a little bit of artistry, calling upon the local power. I wonder who that could be. We've all been so curious about who that could be. It's a manipulative type. It's what it seems like, with a bit of a watery theme. We make our way up. This appears to have been a lighthouse. Bit of a strange lighthouse. It's hard to tell if it was for signaling or for deterrence, given how most of the things down here in the depths react to light. But through a combination of listener poking and of Az doing some really, really high-level artistry, artisanship, to repair the lens, he fires it back up. It's cool looking. We have a great time. We see some things out in the darkness of the ocean that we really wish weren't there, but they did seem to not like that we did that. And we're keeping their distance, so probably for the best. We go to leave. We fail to leave. Some short distance down the stairs, we are met with a blank wall. Listener tries to probe this with the Arcanist abilities. He's trying to, see how much energy it would take out of his artifacts to, to just pour energy into reshaping the wall, to shove it back into the stonework. It appears to proceed for an infinite distance. We turn around. Another wall has joined us on that side. It also appears to proceed for an infinite distance. In Az's mind, there is a fishy laugh. I think that catches us up.
That does. So, we pick back up with you guys on a small section of stairway with no way up or down. No windows, no doors. Stone all around. Claustrophobic. What would you like to do?
Panic.
Okay. Genesis,
Contemplate.
Genesis leaves a hand on Az's shoulder.
I'd like to disappear.
Disappear. Sand slip.
Still
Sand
touching
is just
you.
little rocks, right? So
Still touching you, by the way.
Like-
Still touching you. Yep.
phase
right here.
through the floor.
Unfortunately, this is a little more solid than the granulated sand you're normally used to be able to do that in.
Hmm.
How large of a space are we in, Church? Like, square footage of floor space-wise?
I could probably turn these stairs into sand if we work together.
That's possible. Honestly, if you turn
Do you
around,
want to?
if you can picture yourselves,
Mm.
like I think you were single file.
Yeah.
Like whoever's in the lead, I forget offhand, but whoever's in the lead is like literally maybe 1.5 feet, 2 feet away from the wall. And the person in the back that turns around has about the same distance, so that gives you some estimate there.
All right. I think Az was in the lead.
And Genesis behind Az. And Genesis, you said you want to turn the tower to sand?
I said I could if it were part of the strategy. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Just keep in mind that where you were at was on the outside of the dome. So if
Yes.
you breach, and this was something you guys had mentioned, is the only reason why I bring it up. If you breach it, there's a good chance that the ocean is going to flood inside.
Yes.
Yeah, Ghinkgo, that's actually...
Ghinkgo has a handy diagram.
and that's accurate.
Listeners had his hand on the stone, and then he takes his hand back off and he says, "Not only has it formed a wall, it appears to have replaced the entire rest of the world with stone, which, that can't be right, can it?"
Well, anything's possible if you think hard enough, or if you lie to someone hard enough. But...
I assume this is the lying variety, but it's a very effective lie.
Yeah.
So, listeners, your hand's still on the wall?
No, I think I took it off to say that.
Okay.
Oh,
No worries,
Snax is
Snax.
cycling.
No worries. We got you. So,
I'll put my hand back on the wall and I want to investigate it for... Can I insight check the wall, basically? I feel like I'm being lied to. I don't think there's any real power that's going to be able to replace the ocean with stone just to screw with us.
are you hoping it's a shifty wall?
Yes.
So,
I don't trust this wall.
you place your hand back on it. You guys are in the pitch black right now.
Perfect, because that's all I see.
Yeah. You pitch black right now. You put your hand on the wall, and the first thing you notice is it stings. Like, it feels like it sizzles your hand. Not quite enough to do like any actual damage, but you could tell like if you'd have left it there, it would have maybe done a point or two of damage.
Okay.
It's
Heat or power?
water.
Oh, that kind.
Do I still smell salt water in this area?
Oh yeah, thick, rich, rotten brine.
Okay, just making sure.
Listener draws his hand back off the wall quickly and says, "Ah, I believe I see."
You can see.
Well,
You
Yes.
don't have eyes, my guy.
actually, but I'm into the more metaphorical kind of seeing.
Oh,
He's using metaphors now.
Yes, I've been practicing. That's not actually stone. That is very cleverly disguised seawater. Try not to touch it for too long.
That's why it seems like it goes in every direction, because it literally does. We're underwater.
Yes.
Why are they inside of the tower?
From past experience, I believe we are being pranked.
You know,
Is this something with my knowledge of constructions, architecture that I can use careful eyes, or just see what I can perceive by looking closer at it?
But I will say that while everything that you've seen so far is dwarven make, it's way different than the masonry that you're used to. Like, these days when dwarves do stonework and when the Hyrestedians do stonework, they do true masonry. They're cutting stone, using tools. This seems as if it was shaped out of the earth itself magically. So it's mind-blowing. It's gorgeous. It's amazing work, but it's hard to wrap your head around. And yours are in like pitch black darkness right now too, really cramped up in like a rotating stairway. And as you kind of almost hear this little whisper in the back of your mind saying, we could let the ocean in, you'd be fine. You're protected. I mean, you're the one directing all this. You made all this happen. Cut loose some baggage. We could really get some stuff done.
If I may interrupt this this attempt at leading us to our demise, would you say that the function of dark vision is more of a physiological thing, or if you could change your mindset to allow you to see better in the dark?
So now you're actually delving into a very interesting concept within the homebrew setting. We've changed things up a little, or I've changed things up a little to where we don't really have so much dark vision like you do in D&D, but instead of the mutation that's affected certain races, and maybe eventually it'll be just a mutation you can or can't buy, no matter what you are, called void sight, which just allows you to see, but it is a physiological change.
Okay.
Now, we can get weird with it if you want to go psychic.
Yeah, my thought behind that is that like human beings are capable of dilating or like constricting their pupils to allow more or less light in certain situations. So with that, in that respect, maybe you could go a little bit past that and allow yourself to see with that ability, but I don't know.
You could do that as well. I mean, you could open up your mental senses and taste everything around you if you wanted to, if you think about it.
The salt.
Taste was probably not the best choice for me to use in that example, but you get the idea.
Picture a bullion cube and bite it.
Salty.
It's very, very salt. Oh my goodness.
But no, yeah, you could use your abilities to do that type of thing.
And the aura is more of a vibe than I'm reading. It's not something visual.
Yeah, I mean, like we can get creative with how you expand your senses to get the gist of your location.
I'm reaching into the depths of my brain to attempt to pull something that I might be able to do that would allow others to also see, but
I would let you, if you do it for yourself and the others are willing, I will let you spend a point for every person who senses that you open in that way.
let's see.
I think the majority of us currently can see anyways.
If
As
it's dark in here, I'm going off of the description. If it's dark in here, like it's super dark,
Yeah, it's
and
pitch
we
black.
just finished resting in an area where we did.
Oh,
there
What?
goes a Master Mist.
Master Miss blinked out mid-sentence.
Wow.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Discord crash.
It's alright.
Okay then.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so like if I use points to push you all, right? I didn't have time to make a call. I had to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know that I have a ton of energy left before I start pushing into the extra points. So I'm trying to be strategic about it.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Being told
also,
you guys can't see, then you can't. So I don't know.
Yeah,
was,
Az is the only one with dark vision, just FYI.
yeah.
As has dark vision, I have blind sight. Wilhelm applied his mask.
Oh yeah.
Which physically altered Wilhelm. So if you're looking for a biological response, copying Wilhelm's design could probably create it.
That's also an option. Although I tell you what, Genesis, being the intellectual juggernaut that your character is, and you as well, my dear,
Thanks.
why don't you reach out with your senses first and get your feet on the ground?
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll do that. What's Wilhelm doing to be able to see?
Wilhelm has learned what natural products that, when used on the eyes, cause the receptors to widen. He is augmenting his sight to basically make it so that he's got similar eyes to like a cat. Biologically, he's just altering them for a temporary period of time, but that's how he's doing it.
Is this at all like being dilated when you get your eyes checked?
It's probably a shifting of the musculature and how it functions.
This is interesting. I study that for a bit.
Okay.
Like I don't know what the order is. If I could get that down, I could figure out who I kind of need to try to look past to see him. I'm next to Az. Wilhelm is somewhere between me and Listener.
I think I was towards the back.
I think he was.
That's good, because I think I was behind Az, so. Why is this not in my notes? That's what I gotta figure out.
It's all good. So,
Well, while I'm attempting to do that, I'm sorry.
no, you're good. You're good. As that droning in your ear is still kind of like a mosquito buzzing in your ear. Gently encouraging you to screw your friends over.
Can I make a funny check, Church?
Of course.
I'm a plant.
Yes.
I, generally speaking, transmute carbon dioxide into oxygen. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
All of my companions, however, do the opposite. I would like to take a few moments and just like feel through the osmotic membrane of my skin. How's the oxygen level in the space doing?
Give me a... It will just do perception.
Okay, one sec. There you
Solid. The oxygen is rapidly depleting.
Dear friends, we're going to want to take drastic action soon, for your sake. Unfortunately, I am not able to transmute the air any faster than I do at my natural pace. Very soon you will find it difficult to breathe.
Saoirse takes a shuddering breath as she becomes more nervous. Is there anything we can do about this water wall?
Genesis
we
looks
go
over
swimming.
as like, I know what's up there in your brain. Good luck, my guy.
Swimming ends
swimming, he
poorly
says.
for essentially all of us.
As.
Who, me?
Yeah. Listen. Been riding shotgun here for a little bit. And I get it. You're not real eager to throw away the baby with the bathwater just yet. I get it. I do. So, let's make a deal. What do you say? I can help you.
Back to another video. We're at the end of time.
I can get you out of this mess with your friends in tow if you insist.
Genesis is just looking at Az like, concern.
Listeners flipping through Evelyn's old spell book. Like, no, no,
Fireball!
no.
Scoosh.
Maybe.
Scarpia 911 is raiding us with a party of 9.
Oh, hello.
Hello, everyone.
We're trying not to die. Flipping through the spell book. No, no. I don't know if this comes with air, but I remember her doing it before, and it was very comfortable.
Just gonna take a point off here.
Okay.
After observing Wilhelm's methods, and try to learn how to do that.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be able to pull that off. We'll get you a power roll just to see if you miff it really bad, but I don't think you will.
God. Now that you said that. And these are not easy roller dice, so they are bound to not treat me nicely.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be just fine.
Alright. Okay. Efficiency and intelligence is +8.
Oh, look at that. Look at
Nice.
this. Psst. Cake.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright.
So, Az, are you going to respond to the voice in your head? Or are you being silent
I
on
am.
purpose?
I'm practicing and running through my mental engrams of just like the higher levels of. This is me. Get the fuck out of my head.
Oh,
I'm me. I'm in charge here.
nobody's taking that from you, Az. If anything, I want to glorify your already existing purpose. I want to
I
see
am glorious.
you reclaim that seat of power, the grand master that you already are and have been denied the proper respect of being. We can pull you out of this muck and mire, this dwarven hellscape, and put you back in your lady's graces. But that's neither here nor there. Right now you are, unfortunately, stuck with these yokes attached to you. I'm offering to get you out without any problem whatsoever. All I ask in return is that down the road, you do me a solid.
As contemplate, listener speaks up. I could potentially buy us some time. I don't believe it would assist us in escaping, but it may keep you from running out of breath quite as rapidly.
But as soon as you can come up with a solution, we need to get out of here like we needed to get out of the spirit world.
Az, you sound nervous, buddy. You okay there?
Who, me? Yeah, I'm fine.
He's doing fine.
The silence only adds to the tension.
Oh.
But yeah, just FYI, we do need some music again.
It's still playing on my end.
Not on mine, weirdly.
Oh, here. I will stop it. And restart it. And boom. Yeah.
Now it's rocking. Now I can hear it.
Okay. All right. So. So, are you ignoring the voice intentionally, Az?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. It's going to keep going and keep going and keep going.
While he struggles internally, I begin setting something up.
Okay.
And this is a little disingenuous of me, because we have changed how the magic system works.
Mhm.
But I figure things that were literally done in the campaign are still possible.
Of course. Old world magic, right?
Old world magic. Evelyn, and thus I, since she gave me the spellbook, can make a tiny hut.
Oh. No. Entirely viable. In fact, even with the new magic system, that would be potentially possible.
The only thing I don't know for sure, I don't have the text of Liamon's tiny hut before me.
Well, here
I'm pretty sure it comes with a breathable atmosphere.
It does. Here's how we're gonna play it, though. Okay.
Mhm.
Just a slight differential. So, since obviously other dimensional travel isn't necessarily possible except for beyond the parallel realms within Cairne, what you're going to do is, based on your knowledge of those parallel realms running in like a ribbon on top of ribbon format, you're going to reach in arcanely,
Yes.
grab a hold of a piece of that fabric of reality and turn it inside out and stand on the other side of it.
Yes.
Kind of like pulling your pocket inside out and then moving on to the other end and on being on the other side of it. So
Lehman's tiny hut isn't really a pocket dimension, though.
well, I'm just changing it up so it's not Liamon's tiny hut.
Okay, fair.
Listener is attempting to replicate it from the documentation in the spell book, but he's doing his best. If it comes out a little wonky, such is life.
I can't help with that, can I?
It's an arcanist trick.
Doesn't
So
mean
no.
you can't combine powers.
Yes, you can jump in.
That was what I was asking, because you're an arcanist and not able to perfectly replicate the spell casting of a fellow arcanist, which is why I'm asking. I feel like if Evelyn has done it, I've seen it done.
Yeah.
And I should be able to assist in replicating the exact result if we wanted to get something a little bit safer. But if you're content with what we have, I don't need to intrude.
No, it's up to you. You're always welcome in the brain, so you can easily just hop in and see what he's trying to do.
I
But
take
he
a
starts
guess.
drawing rings in the air and they start to move outward, expanding, fitting the space that we have to work with here.
Okay. So you begin weaving your energy, your power. Are you drawing from a source?
Yes, I have to for this, and I feel like I'm going to be cut off from most of the external sources by this massive wall of water.
Maybe.
I have a quick look just to find out.
All right. Give me your ability roll, if you would, please.
You got it.
Genesis is hanging back. Not like, just like physically watching, but not intruding into that.
There you are.
Okay. So yeah, you're reaching out. There is actually a lot of residual magic still left in the structure itself. Once again, reinforcing your previous assumptions that it was melded magically instead of built. Your only worry is if you pull too much.
Could just fall over on me.
Yeah, you could destabilize it.
I siphon a little, and I draw a bit more from... Let's see, let me check my resources here. I imagine the spell book itself has a bit of a store of arcane power to it, doesn't it?
To a degree, yeah.
Because Evelyn's wasn't actually a mundane spell book. It had some special thing to it, like it could only be read by the owner, something like that.
She had it under lock and key. Arcanely.
All the pages are dark unless you're the owner.
Well, you've got the power. Okay.
I draw enough juice. I'll spend some of my own.
The main thing is don't run it for too long.
Yeah.
Like
I'm just keeping him breathing.
Yeah. So yeah, you managed to basically fold reality around you into a reverse envelope of space. It's like everyone that goes with you, assuming nobody fights it, finds themselves in a very exact same space. It's just different. The colors are off. You can see the shape of the corridor you're in. And in the space that you're in, even though you can definitely see a definitive border to the space for the amount of I don't know, space that you've attributed to the casting, that wall ahead and the wall behind isn't there in this space. It's stairs going up. You can see past the borders of your envelope.
Most curious.
And as the envelope engulfs you as well, the voice goes quiet in your head.
I finally tuned it out.
Tuned what? Well, I've
No,
taken
just-
us outside. So if you
Just
were,
some other outside voice.
You can do it. Good job.
one must be very cautious. Indeed, we must continue.
Says
to be
there's
cautious.
a way. But I fear the cost.
An outside voice is making deals with you, my dude. If we all have a mark on our hands, I show him that mark and tell him, we've made deals too.
That was the other campaign.
As have others. Which is significant because that's something Genesis has never said.
What? Mark, who?
Have we not met? We haven't met like the thing that's like, ooh.
Hey,
Yeah, we've made deals. We have like we made deals when that lady wanted to join the party and be right next to Saoirse. We paid a cost at the end of that. We paid costs when I had trusted that crazy looking mushroom individual who was like, "Oh, come here. I'll only help you." Right? Sure. Yeah. We've paid.
Aisling was lovely.
Sure. Lovely to my tonsils.
Aisling was the most innocent and pure thing in the
My kinfolk would disagree.
Yes.
Lovely to my tonsils in the back of my throat, which is still scratchy from the mushrooms that were forcefully ejected into my breathing, apparatus. Like, just...
Oh, you met the Pope?
Oh my god! I still have trouble taking a full breath of air because of the spores.
I think this was probably just a nun, honestly.
Oh my god.
Probably.
Much lower down the hierarchy.
We've all paid, okay? Just because there is a deal doesn't mean that it's a deal you want to pay. Yeah, and Genesis kind of glances at the staff in her pack, like.
The dead man also made offers. I do not think it would have been wise to take him up on it. Likely it is not wise now, but observe. In reality, though this place is in its own way just as real. We are blocked. Here we are not. But we also dare not leave the boundaries of this space I have created for us. So the wall is a lie, but it is an effective enough lie that we may not be able to overcome it. Although, I suppose we could simply try walking through it.
But isn't it made of water, though?
It will only kill us a little.
Saoirse looks over at Uki.
Perhaps someone should test that theory. We could make someone temporarily immune to the water that they could step through.
Not it.
I will go.
You know how I feel about water.
Yes.
Poor Uki.
I will test. I will step through and see.
No.
Have you means to render yourself immune to its corrosive effects?
I veto this. You were the one who went in to go pull Saoirse out. We can't keep almost losing you, okay? Stop.
I'll go.
Oh, no.
I veto that one. As you
two stay here, okay? All right? Yeah, you're staying here. All right? If anyone should do this, it's obviously me. Right? I haven't gone yet. It's my turn.
You took your turn with the mushroom nun. and the wall baby. And
It was involuntary. I didn't have a choice.
It's a wall, baby.
We hardly have a choice now. We only have a moment to breathe.
So I should go.
I will not stop you. But we must do something to protect you against the water before you attempt it.
It's not gonna be Wilhelm. It's not gonna be Az. It can't be Saoirse. It's not gonna be Uki. It's either me or listener.
Well, I think I have tested it. It will work on listener, but I believe in this case, perhaps you and I both.
My physiology is more similar to anyone else here.
Yes, I'm agreeing that it will work on you. I've tested it before. We've used this to actually go through the ocean.
So I should go.
I'm just saying, perhaps I will go with you.
If it goes wrong, will you have enough time to react to fix it?
Yes. I believe so.
If it goes wrong, you'll bounce off of a mostly brick wall.
I'm not convinced that's a risk we should take, though.
I don't imagine it'll hurt more than a little. Are we prepared? Would you like to apply your treatment before I fold us back in?
I suppose if this isn't necessary.
I cover... we cover Genesis.
Alright.
Awkwardly, because this needs to be on the skin.
Everywhere?
Why do you think Wilhelm volunteered to do it himself?
It's okay, he's a doctor.
This needs to cover your whole skin. Because the water will go through your clothes.
Genesis is like searching her mind for a privacy screen, just like.
Yeah, and you gotta rub that shit into your scalp too, like.
Yeah, let's start with the scalp, and then I'm just gonna try to. I know this is a single file line and everything, but I would just love to, if I could just squeeze past you. It doesn't make a difference, but I just want to be away from y'all, okay? Before I open this tiny vest I've been wearing this entire time.
Saoirse lets you pass.
Thanks.
Wilhelm...
With the floor duster skirt. Yeah, sure. You understand, right? Right?
So...
Wilhelm pulls out his sanitation gear and gives it to, like, listener. Listener, try to use this to block as much view as possible, please.
Yeah. Thanks.
I'm gonna go sit over there.
Listener just he tilts his head and he says, "All right, but I think that will only make it more difficult."
Uki looks at you guys and just kind of crosses her arms and says, "Yeah, turn around, dudes." She would not exactly she would say dudes, but that's basically this firm look. She's kind of going, look, privacy, please.
So anyway,
go
we
over
do
there
the...
and like face the wall and like meditate.
Now my hair
It's
is
fine.
mysteriously matted with this stuff. Okay.
So
is it like mousse or is it just gunky?
Make sure you get behind your kneecaps.
It has the texture of, like, Vaseline.
Oh, I can style this.
Good.
Let's go. All right, cool.
So you goop this all over yourself with.
Ugh.
Give me a survival roll.
Me, since I'm doing it.
Whoever's doing it. If there's two of you, if you can do advantage if you she's assisting.
I do pretty good at survival, but if you want to, since you're the expert, I don't know. You're probably better at it.
Oh,
sorry.
You're fine. $21.
21. All right.
Yeah.
So
that was a good call.
You feel coated.
Everywhere.
Oh, it's greasy. Yes.
Just gonna carefully do some buttons. Do some buttoning.
You can't help but
My
think
shoes
that
are
if you pass gas right now, everyone's gonna hear it.
You. Why would that be the first thought out of my mind? First of all, we're in an enclosed space, so I'm Dutch opening everybody. Second of all, I don't do that. I'm a lady.
I have psychic powers that I can use to stop that.
Yep. Yeah, we don't do such that.
Brain farts are a whole different thing.
Yeah, we keep it cerebral in this dojo.
All right. So, are you gonna step out and try to pass through the wall?
I have to get us back into reality before we do that.
Okay. Are you unfolding?
If they are prepared, there's not much else to do.
I think we're ready.
All right. Yeah, unfolding. You unfold reality around you. Everybody's ears kind of pop. And you're once again where you remember, almost instantaneously, as the voice returns, more fervent than before. Oh, I see what you're up to. Well, don't say I didn't warn you when her flesh melts from her bones and she falls down screaming in agony to die before you. I tried to help. Alright, Master Mist, go ahead.
Well, I
Sorry, what?
did it on myself as well. No one's stopping me. I'm planning on going through.
I step out, I guess.
Okay.
All squishy like.
You step out.
Try
I
to
do.
maintain a state of disbelief in the wall.
It's not there. Oh.
It
No.
doesn't exist. It's fine.
So
I should be capable of that. Yeah.
So you step boldly, greased up from head to toe,
Yep.
and just you hear this bloom,
Yep.
and the illusion falls. You're once again all in the same stairs, same stone corridor. The water is gone. As you hear a chuckle in the back of your mind, and then it just kind of fades.
Jeez. I was fully ready for whatever happened.
That is a concerningly effective lie that we've just been told. I wish to draw attention to it. That lie permeated all of my senses, including the ones that are mostly just magic.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you guys saw that too?
Yes. Yes.
Both a gift and a burden of the highest order. I know now when I'm being lied to.
We should be very cautious. We should get out of here also.
This is fair. So would you guys like to make your way further down?
For sure.
Okay.
Just slippery steps, sliding sandals. Oops, sorry about that. Oh my god.
So
Everywhere.
you make your way down without further incident. You clear the surface of the obsidian dome that protects the settlement, or the former settlement, from the toxic ocean outside. And a little further down than where you entered, you actually can see a split in the stone where you could possibly all squeeze through. If you want to, you're welcome to stay inside.
No, let's get the fuck out of this tower.
No, it's better.
Yep.
It's better to be out of the tower, generally.
All right.
Yeah.
So, with a little squeezing and scraping, with the exception of Genesis, who greases her way right through like it's nothing.
Did you hear that at the same time as I said it?
Yes.
The timing!
And we picked the same automatopoeia. There's so
Oh
many
my
things that you can
God.
use for that. We're on.
Oh my god. Same brain, hive mind.
We
The,
are same brain in it right now.
Been
the
playing
hive
Hive
mind is
Mind.
working. Oh my god, it's a real thing, folks. Get on it. Get into it.
Finally.
So you're standing atop a huge pile of rubble. You remember the rubble that was at the base of the tower from the entry basically collapsing. some time long ago. And you manage to kind of navigate your way down, picking your steps carefully. I won't make you roll for it. It takes a little while. You take your time. And you get down once again to the point where the entrance to the wet dock was that you originally arrived in. And the road that stretches on deeper into the dome. A broken rock shale. Oh my god, we're getting rated again. Neon Lights roleplay.
Oh, hello.
Party of
Yo,
five.
welcome, welcome, welcome.
We're vibing. We're exploring an underwater city in a strange setting of our own devising.
This is awesome. We love you guys. Neon friends unite. Alright, I love it. So, you're once again just, it's kind of awe-inspiring to look up and see this enormous obsidian dome completely covering a small city-sized area. And when I say small city, Neon Gang, woo! When I say small city, like it's not small, it's decent size. It stretches way beyond your sight range into, you know, the distance, the dome rising up above you into the darkness beyond. The sickening smell of rotten brine fills your senses once more. You can feel the heavy weight of the dark, damp humidity just kind of weighing on you, and the age of the place. You know, this has been relatively, aside from the dwarves you met in the wet dock, undisturbed for 200 years. What would you like to do now?
Disturb some undisturbed area.
Move
Yes.
deeper in? Okay. Alright, so
We should.
now I increased the size of the token just for visual acuity more than anything. So there is a road here. You can kind of see. Such a lovely line I made there.
Let's say, Master Mist, can you still only see a black screen?
I can only see a black screen.
We have several difficulties, Church. We
I'm
can't
sorry.
see shit.
Yeah, I thought that was part of it because I was told we couldn't see in the darkness, but
Oh, I see.
This
what
should have been the
problem is.
overworld map.
Same.
Bear with me. Because I know I had a... was it group 1? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I got a black screen too.
There's the map.
See some stuff.
Can you guys see now?
Yes.
Things exist.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I had the token not set. But yeah, like I said, I increased the size of the token so that everyone could kind of see a little better. So yeah, there is a definitive road, okay? Broken shale, rock, it's severely damaged. And as you begin your trek down the broken road, you do kind of have to pick your steps as you go. And you get to, say, about here. And you can see it open up on your right and your left as the road ahead, boom,
Nice.
seems to burrow down deeper, kind of into a cut-in area of the path. But up ahead, as you look deeper, you can see this strange, like, twisting of shadows going as it seems to move into a tunnel ahead. And it's something that fills you with this unearthly sense of dread. You can see them flittering about, almost like they're moving intelligently, and there's just so many of them. Little shadows dancing in the darkness beyond.
Curious.
Now, you can climb out, like I said, to your right or to your left. So you have more than one option open to you right now, if you want to go off the road.
How are we doing for spiritual activity?
Open your senses to the realm of the dead. Okay. So you open up your senses, and you get this. Well, you get to make me a quick power roll. Let's do that.
Sure. I've got those. There you are.
Okay, so solid. So you're struck immediately by something foreign but familiar at the same time ahead. There's something in that tunnel that makes your chlorophyll run cold.
Oh boy.
You are afraid. As you reach your senses out, you're like, no, I don't want to touch that. It's bad. There's something really, and you're not even sure why it's terrifying you, which is the weird thing.
I withdraw my senses, and to the party I say, we should do whatever is necessary to circumvent that tunnel ahead.
Which one? That one? I start walking that way.
As if you go, I will not follow you.
Why? What's
Whatever.
down there? It looks like the way forward.
I do not know.
Let's find out.
I don't want to know.
Oh.
It is a wrong death down
But it's
that
the way
hole.
forward.
Let us climb a story up and see if we cannot simply walk over it.
What's the fun in that? I mean, half the fun of setting a trap is walking right into it.
As was this opinion common amongst your people?
Sure.
I see. I see. It is not common amongst mine. I will be over here, seeing if these stairs will take my weight. I give you my strongest caution against proceeding any further.
Anybody else want to chime in on this one? Assuming that the conversation has been open.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would really rather take an alternate path as well. I don't want to go down there. It looks terrifying.
Why are you concerned, listener? Your curiosity is one of your bigger traits.
You could always reach out and see for yourself there, Wilhelm.
Yes, and listener knows this. He says very cautiously, open your senses as if you are attempting to see the dead, and direct them over there. Try to not extend them too far, just to the edge, just to the barrier, and you will know.
I'm gonna try.
All right. Let's get a power roll for you then.
Uh, 28.
28.
Nice.
Solid. All right. So yeah, Wilhelm, you curiously, I assume timidly, unless you're just being bold.
I don't know if he's got enough control at this point, to be honest.
Okay.
He's still learning.
That's a pretty good roll. You feel certain with your ability, but you kind of reach out tenderly, let's say. Not rushing, not pushing or forcing. And before you get even close, you feel it too, just this gut-wrenching terror come over you, as if there's something beyond those flitting shadows waiting for you, and it knows not only your name, but it knows who you are, Wilhelm. It sees you for what you really are, and it's hungry for it.
I might understand why you don't go that way. I am confused.
I don't understand.
There's something angry.
Okay, some angry abomination that doesn't deserve to be in this world, right? And it's right over there. And you guys are trying to save the world, right? So what's the point of saving the world if you're going to leave it inhabited by assholes like that? Part of saving the world involves getting rid of those things on the way to saving it.
As typically when one looks into the realm of the dead, the only thing looking back at you are the dead, and sometimes the dead can be very dangerous, as
well, then the
we've
dead can't
seen.
hurt me. I'm not dead. We just did that, remember?
The dead most certainly could hurt you.
They
but
tried.
Most importantly, that's the normal course of events. We have faced many spirits. We have defeated most of them and escaped the others. When I look down into that tunnel, it is not that I am looked back at by the dead. There is something back down there who is looking at me through the realm of the dead in the same way that I look at it. Nothing but the likes of us should be able to see through the dead. I do not desire to find out.
All right.
How about this? We met one not technically dead inhabitant of the realm of the dead. It went very poorly for us. And listener turns and starts trying the stairs. He's not going down there.
Right or left?
Left.
Left.
I'm feeling lucky.
I like left.
Saoirse kind of starts humming very low underneath her breath as everyone is going along.
Okay. And
Listener takes a moment to speak to Uki as he goes up. Uki.
Yes.
I feel you have the sharpest eyes of any of us. Please, keep a careful watch to our rear. Whatever was down there, it knew we were looking at it.
Most certainly. And I have pitch actually out. And of course my pistols are loaded as always.
As always.
But, yes, so I'll go ahead and sort of be at the back of the group as we move forward.
Okay. And as Saoirse begins to hum, all of you feel a strange sense of calm kind of resonate out through you. And it's a tune that's familiar, but you can't place it. For each of you, it's a personal thing in some weird way. And later on, if you guys were to talk about it, you'd swear every one of you heard a different song. And I imagine Saoirse would just kind of give that shy smile and say, mm-hmm. Saoirse, as far as, without getting too in-depth, you're drawn towards the center is where you're feeling it.
Oh boy.
But it's a big place. Keep that in mind.
Right. She will keep that hum up.
Okay. So, and based on your roll too, I'm gonna give everyone. You know what? Let's be creative. I'm going to throw. Saoirse, roll a d6 for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna try something new. Okay. Not as good as your last roll, but it's okay. So, I'm gonna throw a re-roll on the board for you guys.
Ooh.
So you have 1. That's what that roll was for, to see how many you got.
All right. Still nice.
Yeah, so you have a re-roll on the board thanks to basically feeling at ease. Your fears are quelled slightly. So you kind of climb up the rubble and the debris and the broken steps and kind of come up over top. Now the road beyond, like it's dug in, so if you try to go beyond and then go back on the road, you're probably going to drop right back down into the things you're trying to avoid. But if you go to your right a little bit further, it's a strange thing that you're seeing. The first thing you notice is in the distance is a slight glow visible. As you move a little further in, a little closer, you see... You ready?
Yep. Oh, there we go. Well, I didn't want to see that.
I just want to say, while I'm being disgusted by this scenery, I feel very hydrated all of a sudden. As this Vaseline stuff has just absorbed into my skin, and I'm just like, I should moisturize. But that's gross.
You sure this is the safe and healthy alternative?
So, stretching out beyond you is this brine bog mire with all kinds of just skeletal remains scattered out. But they're not just laying there. These were placed. These are some type of grisly decor. And in the distance, you do see some very small, stocky shapes kind of whip around, and you see this little glint like cat eyes in the darkness as they stare at you. And then one by one, turn to face you. What you're seeing, these aren't trees. These are the stalks of huge bits of fungus. Like giant mushrooms and whatnot that have rotted and fallen over and been caved in over time, and they're just black and stink like you wouldn't believe. So your senses are just overwhelmed with that. So there's about 6 of these silhouettes, and they're a little ways off from you still. They're not moving aside from maybe just kind of swaying side to side, watching you.
I'm putting on my goggles and pulling up my kind of face guard, my nose and touch. What I was wearing when y'all first met me in the desert. Protect myself from inhalation.
Smart move.
Genesis, before applying her peacebound mask, looks out at all the skeletons and the macabre decoration and looks over at Az and is like, look at this decoration. We're amongst your people. before applying the mask, like, smells.
Done. What do you mean?
Look at the skulls.
I don't. What? Skulls aren't a motif amongst my people.
Their habits of interior decoration may have changed somewhat in the past several centuries.
I forgot that you haven't seen the depths. Oh my god.
I haven't been home in a couple hundred years, so you'll have to forgive my ignorance. But
now
skulls were never a part of any of our motifs.
They're rather taken with them now.
I had really hoped not to expose you to this, but at this point, that skull over there, the one with the big cranium, like, that would be a good soup bowl, right?
Centerpiece.
That's how far it's gotten.
Primitive barbarian, I suppose.
I met one of your descendants who used someone's spine as a longsword.
I don't understand. How would that even work?
They sharpened the scapula into a blade.
Really?
Right? They innovative, but scary.
Yeah, that is innovative, but ineffective when it's so much easier to just like weave one out of a tree.
Well, trees.
There's a lack of trees these days.
Yeah, wood.
Okay, fine. Surely there's some other thing that they could just learn to adapt to weave it out of.
In a blighted land? I mean,
I can touch it.
A topic for a sadder and different time. I'm gonna mask up and be like,
we have issues.
So, as you're discussing this, all 6 of these creatures go, "Ow!" and just start tearing at like a shakingly, terrifying speed through the muck and mire, bouncing off of the trunks of these rotten fungi, splashing through the water, howling and yowling. You can see glints of their eyes and their teeth as these feral, insane little creatures start moving for you. And as they get about 30 feet away, they dive into the muck and just sploosh, and everything goes silent.
No. I don't know what that was, but I object to it. I hate that. Whatever. Ew.
Hilarious.
They're not done. Get ready.
Yeah, Saoirse is going to start up a little song.
Okay.
I prepare myself on this guck-covered landscape to meet whatever bile-covered feral individuals.
I'm so glad. Let's change the map.
Should rise from this guck.
I believe your tokens should all be there, yes?
Yes.
There we go. Yes. Had to scroll a little bit.
That's right. Well, 20's being wonky for me, too. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, you are on the edge of this brine-infested bog filled with rotten fungus and whatever those were.
Unfortunate is what those were.
But once again, it has gone completely silent.
I'll go ahead and draw the spectral scythe.
Okay. Alright. And, Saoirse, your song, like, you're kind of like, you're getting a little extra vibrato from your hand kind of trembling a little bit on the net.
Yeah.
This place just feels thick and heavy. There's a strange cold humidity all around you.
Yeah. Is the humming still pointing me toward a certain direction?
It's central. Like, it's... You could cut through here to get on track, but it's such a big variance of possible direction because of the size of the location, you being on the outer edge of it.
Right.
I would like to do something.
What's that?
I've decided I prefer to make the leading move in situations rather than just sit here and wait.
Okay.
So I step towards the direction they were from.
All right.
Which I assume is this way-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I take the side, then I draw it across the surface of the bog in front of me, and I'd like to use some arcane energy drawn from the longsword. I've got a reserve.
Okay.
I would like to part the waters as deep as I can.
Okay.
Well, so I can see creatures moving through it.
I will say it's not all water.
There's mud, there's plant life, there's all sorts of things.
It's a lot of muck, mainly, rather than water. There is some water here. You can kind of see, like, the beginnings of
there's a little stream, sort of.
Yeah. But where you're standing right now is it's just muck. Like, your feet are sinking in a little bit.
Alright, then I'd like to open up a trench in the muck. It'll probably be easier to maintain, if a little harder to establish.
Alright, how big?
Wide enough.
Yeah, I'm looking at how wide our front line is here. Can I get 15 foot long?
Give me your power roll, let's see.
Alright. 21.
That's not bad. Alright, how many points are you spending?
I will spend... Let's see, what's a reasonable amount here? It's not a huge effect, but it is probably a reasonable amount of energy to actually push them apart like this. How's 3 sound? 3 get me?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll spend 3.
So yeah, you open a big gap in the muck. Of course, it releases a lot of really disgusting gases.
Oh, for sure.
Probably
You're not supposed to smell that. That's supposed to be trapped down there.
It doesn't bother you too much.
Oh, those are some unusual minerals.
The first thing you do, so you open up this gap in the muck. The stench comes out and every kind of wafts back, towards everyone, which makes everyone kind of cringe a little bit. The first thing you notice is these weird moving thick tendrils of fungal material that are kind of just writhing through it.
I shouldn't really layer caution upon caution here, but the local fungi slightly more mobile than average. Try not to stand too close to them. Indeed, perhaps the creatures we saw are akin to what assaulted Genesis earlier.
Yeah, so since Listener is rapidly, pinging everyone's mind to tell them this, Saoirse is going to reply back,
Listener, I want you to hone in on my thoughts. I don't know if you can sense this, but personally, I'm sensing an energy right now of resonance, and this is where we need to go. So tap into that and follow it. Head in that direction. That's where we need to go.
I will attempt to pluck this sensation from Saoirse's mind. How does that go for me, Church?
You get the sense. It's a direction, like a harmonic resonance ringing out in a specific direction. And it's aiming you towards the center of the dome.
Okay.
It's a big dome, though, so...
Long way to go, I'm sure.
Yeah. As you guys are having this interaction, this bubble bursts kind of near where you gutted the marsh and just kind of belches out, and as it does, this huge, just disgusting pustule of fungal matter bursts out from behind it. Ah, layer. Boom! Ha-ha!
Oh no! Well, he's on the other side of a trench.
Oh, it's big.
Oh, it's very big.
It's big. But yes, it is. It bursts out. Aside from the glurp and slurp and slime that goes flying, it makes no sound of its own, so to speak. But the first thing that happens is, listener,
Yes.
you just feel this rain of spores dig into your flesh all over you. As it just, you see this like cloud of spores just issue out of this thing and hit you full on. Give me a DC 14 con save.
I can do so, but can I react magically instead? 'Cause
Possibly.
I'm well versed in this particular trick.
Possibly. Well, this is a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah. I'll do that after then. Here's have a con save.
Okay.
Ooh, it's big.
Hey.
Okay. So yeah, you let me see here, make sure I'm not. Yeah, you managed to kind of close up as it hits you, and you still feel like it's almost like little tiny barbs, like fiberglass, all over you. But you managed to kind of resist becoming infected by these spores.
Okay.
So let's get some juicy initiative rolls.
Going.
Make sure to select your token first, please. Juicy initiative rolls.
I'm trying to get the shit
We've
to
rolled better.
cooperate, but I can't get the thing. Come on. There it is. All right. Sorry.
It's all right.
Took me a long time.
Is that everybody? Look at Az with the massive score. All right. So yeah, this thing roars to life. It hits listener with this big puff of spores. Az, keep in mind, everybody, you are on very difficult terrain for any fancy footwork, okay?
I move at 7 feet per round.
Womp womp.
What you got, Az?
I hold my action.
Okay. Never mind that. Uki, you are up. What you got?
I am going to I'm going to, move. I'm going to,
'Kay.
I'm going to, uh, move. 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 I'm going to, uh, move about 15 feet this way.
Okay.
Actually, so basically that I'm here, so that my line of sight is to that organism.
Okay.
Brace yourself, everyone. Cover your mouth. And I'm going to fire a pitch.
Oh.
Rancor.
Rancor. All right. So
my mouth was already covered. It's fine.
Yeah, just make sure nobody's.
A gout of flame fires forth from pitch, and blanketing the area in sticky, burning goo. Pitch, basically.
Yes, because my intent is that this goo should be something that will actually, while yes it can flame, it is also something that will suppress. That goo will kind of help to keep spores down. However, everyone be careful not to inhale any smoke that comes off of this, because we don't know. I mean, hopefully the spores would be destroyed, but you can never be sure. So.
Sure. All right. So, let's see.
Yeah, go ahead.
What was the damage?
Damage is. Oh goodness, what is it on this? Let me go to the pinned. Damage for this is. Tells you how often I use pitch. Let me double check real quick. I was looking up Rancor instead of pitch. Let's see. Which is funny because I almost said Pandor. No, that's not right. Okay. This should be. Well, darn it. Oh, there we go. It deals initial 1d10 damage to all targets, an additional 1d6 per round for 5 rounds following.
All right. Yeah,
So,
give me your damage roll.
yeah, so we'll do a 1d10. 6.
Nice. All right.
Right.
It does seem to recoil from it.
Okay. For good measure, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot and pop off a round from one of my pistols, but not both.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Oh, 28 plus. What does that say?
Plus minus 5.
Okay. I was like, what?
Oh, that's
But,
for the sharpshooter.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But-
that hits. So 20
Yeah.
damage.
Uh-huh.
Nice. All right.
So, and then I think I should have. Do I have another action? I'll just repack my pistol.
Okay.
That'll
Solid.
be it.
All right. Genesis.
Okay. Well. Oh, God. Don't show me that image. That's horrible. Oh, I just want to get it away from me. I don't. Oh.
What's wrong?
Oh, look at it. It's so disgusting.
Oh, you're talking about the thing you're fighting?
It's horrible. Ugh. What would get it to go away from me? Is it trying to eat us? What is it doing?
Not sure. Here, I'll post a you guys in our Discord.
Oh no!
He's inviting you.
I don't want to see it.
Big.
I don't want to see it.
He's inviting us to church.
It's so nasty. Oh my god. I'm waiting for this picture to load. Oh my god. No! It's so unsanitary. I can't look at this thing clearly because it's just an amorphous blob of like
fungal material.
like bubbles of just guck and nastiness, just rank grossness.
I like the word pustules for this.
They're not even eyes, they're just gross. Like, it's so nasty. That's not even a tongue, it's just ugh. Like, is it reaching for us? It's just lurching forwards, right? Like,
so far all it's done is poof some spores over a listener.
oh my god, get it away.
I mean, for a plant that could be flirtation, you never know.
Is it?
It's considered rude, certainly.
I look at listener.
He sort of draws his hand across his neck like, nah, not that one.
What do you got, Genesis? What are you gonna do?
I strategically position myself back here. Okay. I don't.
Genesis is freaked out by the fungus.
This whole place is so nasty. I can't.
She's having flashbacks to getting made out with by a fungal woman.
Oh my god, the spores! Just.
In case you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen at home, I believe I may have scarred several of my players for a long period of time.
It's nasty. I have no idea what to do, so I'm just gonna like stay over here. I'm gonna look in my inventory for something to cast Shillelagh on, and just like I have a torch. I'll Shillelagh the torch. I mean,
okay. Are you lighting it? You lighting a torch?
Pitch was fired, right? Pitch is fired, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I am. I'm just gonna, use it as a club, and prepare myself to strike away some spores because I hate this.
Okay.
Probably a bad idea, but I don't know. What else to do? That's disgusting. What is that? Oh God.
I made this just for you guys. All right, Saoirse, what about you?
Well, Saoirse was already playing Providence, so she is going to continue to play that. So everyone has that sexy +4 to AC. And yeah, she is gonna take one step back, but that's my turn.
All right. Wilhelm.
Seeing Genesis' reaction, I would like to treat her with the antifungal I have.
It's not on me. I can't.
No, but it should prevent it from getting. Apparently, it has
Preventative medicine.
like
I appreciate
salt and
it. I guess I know there's a limited supply and stuff. You know, I don't want you to feel bad.
All right. So you're treating Genesis with the antifungal?
yes, though it does not need to be as thorough as the water protection. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I appreciate that so much.
We don't need to grease you up a second time. All right. Anything else for you, Wilhelm?
And then I will just move over to the next closest, which I think is Saoirse.
All right. Listener.
Yes.
What you got?
I have a scythe in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I have some magical abilities.
Listener has a perfect magical ability for this.
Yes, the very first spell I ever cast.
Antifungal aura.
The antifungal aura. God knows what it's going to do in this swamp, where even the very ground beneath our feet is probably fungus. But really nothing to it but to try. So I'm going to begin setting up the antifungal aura.
Alright, what was the area?
The old one, I want to say, was a 30-foot diameter sphere centered on me.
Well, let's do... We'll use points for size.
Okay, I will expand it essentially to cover the front line, so 5 foot per point, I guess.
That sounds fair.
Alright, I put 3 points in.
Okay, so about 15-foot radius around you.
Yes.
Okay. Set up a
Spin
radius. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, so that'll catch him. Well, most of them. Okay. All right. You give me your ability roll, and we'll go from there.
27.
27. All right. So you immediately invoke this, and it creates like a visible sphere around you. And it causes the creature to lurch backwards. Out of the range. I'm going to say it does... roll 2d10. We'll do that for damage.
Alright.
12?
There you go.
Okay.
More damage than I'm doing with anything else.
I believe that's 28. Alright. Is that it for you?
Yes, but I say to the party before the end of my turn, we could potentially just walk it down with the aura going. That may be our easiest way out of here.
Saoirse will nod in agreement.
You move so slow. How long can you keep that up?
I used to cast it for hours at a time.
Oh, okay then.
Things work a little different now, but...
Yes. Once upon a time,
Once
I would
upon a
keep
time.
it going all day.
That would have been a much harder campaign had we done it this way then, though.
Yeah, it would.
Alright, so... Start of its turn.
I take my movement speed, basically, just in case we take this plane. I move a whole square.
Alright. So, let me see here. It slurps and slurps through the muck with a significant level of ease. You can tell it's very familiar with it. With the muck. And as it does, you see it quickly begin to regenerate. Also, Ooh, I'm gonna roll because I like to keep it fair. Wilhelm. It's going to try to mate with you.
I do not appreciate that.
Wilhelm's going to be in Listener's antifungal aura.
Is he in the aura still?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Saoirse is
15
as well.
Is he? Just barely.
Yep, Wilhelm and Saoirse and Uki are in it. Az is not, Genesis is not.
But still, it doesn't know what's going on, so that was the roll I made. So this will actually be canceled out by the fungal aura, antifungal aura, as a cloud of spores launches at you, Wilhelm. You're at the edge of the field, though, so you can see it like, whoa.
Aww. I should get a sample.
I have a question,
Uh-huh.
and that is, okay, how would I say this? I think I want to contest something, and that is, based on the fact that that pitch was used, and it's a sticky, clinging mass of flaming pitch. Shouldn't the toxic fungal abomination, whatever, have to roll for disadvantage? Like, shouldn't pitch have some kind of impact on its movement or its ability to discharge?
It's not going to impact its movement. and this isn't like a roll to hit ability. It's just a save or don't save.
Okay.
It is still on fire. Like the pitch is still on it. So on your turn, it'll take the additional d6. So it's still burning, and if it actually does like a melee attack, yeah, it'll suffer some disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, no
Thanks
worries.
for clarifying.
No worries. You know I never mind. You guys keep me honest. All right. Yeah, that's it for that. Az, you're back up.
Okay. I'll go over to listener. Hey, I don't feel like stealing right now. Can I borrow that scythe for a minute?
Listener has his hands extended right now, maintaining the aura. He just kind of holds the scythe off to his left for you. Here you are.
Cool. Thanks.
It's very difficult to swing while I do this, anyways.
I'm just gonna go over here and then
We will take an action to equip a new weapon. So
okay.
Just for the handoff.
Cool.
I believe you have more than one action though, don't you?
Well, my attack action is more than one attack.
He has multi-attack form,
but
it's still one
attack,
action.
but it's still one action.
Okay, yeah, so
So that's still the action. So
you can still move up if that was your goal though too.
I don't want to move all the way up.
Okay.
I want to keep him at 10 feet distance though.
Okay.
Such that he would trigger an opportunity attack if he were to move. And that's my turn.
All right. In that case, Uki, let's get your pitch roll.
Yes.
As the fire continues to burn.
5.
5, solid. All right. What you doing?
I'm going to. Right now, is anyone in my line of fire between, as far as like height-wise?
No, you could take a clean shot.
Okay. I'm gonna fire first. I'm gonna fire my scope musket.
Okay.
And then, because I have 3 attacks, right? I'm gonna fire my scope musket first. Whoops, let me go back. All right. Because I'm far enough away to do that.
He's about to put the hurt on it.
Bam!
That's definitely a hit for 18.
Okay. And I'm gonna drop it and then fire both pistols.
All right. Another hit for 16. Another hit for 15. Wow.
Do I have an action that I can pick my scope musket back up, or?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna let you leave that in the mud. You're fine.
Okay, damn it. That broke it.
It's on a sling, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't make you do that. Don't worry.
No, it's just on a sling.
Let's see here. All right, so is that it for you, Uki?
Yeah, I don't know. Do I really have anything considered an action that I can reload anything?
No, not because you actually fired all 3 this time.
Yeah, well, because I do have because the action surge, my number of attacks increases to 3 when you reach 11th level. But so the question I didn't know is whether if you have like a you have an extra action in addition to your attack.
You can use your bonus to reload one.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that then. I'm gonna use my bonus to reload my scope musket because that takes quite some time.
Yeah, you're good. You're speedy reloader. Okay. So, Genesis.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna get like this. Kind of.
Okay.
Out of the way of whatever. But back in the aura, because I've seen demonstrated how vital that can be. I hold the torch aloft and like sweep it around the ground around me to see how the toxic ball of guck over there that likes to try to pollinate, or I don't know, for lack of better terms, invade. Just sweeping it in the air in front of me, trying to kill the spores. I'm already wearing like this big thick mask over my face. I'm just like I'm burning incense, just like
more spores. All right.
No.
Anything else other than defending against spores? You're in the zone, so you're actually out of the. There's no spores in that aura.
Okay. Like, I feel like I'm kind of waving it around the air because it's just everywhere. It's so thick. And then I enter the aura and I'm like, oh, I just need to stand here. Okay. Oh my god. It smells so bad over there.
The smell is still here. It still stinks.
But I can, like, there's not, like, fungi in the air. Like, I feel like that's an added level of thickness that's not present. Like,
true. There is at least that. Would you like to do any other thing? Any attacks or anything?
I feel like I have a lot of things I could do, but I don't have a ton of points.
Okay, that's fine.
So I start thinking about like what would a spore not want.
Okay. All right then. Saoirse?
All right, she is going to continue playing still.
Okay.
And she is going to move up to be within listener's antifungal aura. Or more so, anyways.
Okay.
She's got to be sticking close to listener now. That's my turn.
That works. All right, so Wilhelm. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna try to move over to Az.
Okay.
And if Az will let me, try to do the antifungal on him as well.
Okay. Az, any opposition to that?
No, the doctor man protects me.
Okay. All right. Listener, you're up.
Okay. How are you going to run maintenance now? Because previously it was an hour.
We're going to do just a single point.
Okay, I spend the point.
Okay. You going to maintain that?
I maintain it. I take a step towards the creature.
Okay.
Which is my entire movement speed.
All right. And I believe that brings us around to its turn. Which, once again, it will step back to avoid your aura.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you get your attack. Was that 21?
That is 32, and it can't move.
Wait, are you empowering it? Or no, this is the scythe.
This is the scythe. So so he's got it rolled correctly. He's got the 3d6 on it.
Okay, no, I was just wondering about because it said the Shaw.
Maybe it's just 19. Just
Yeah.
19 then. It's
Okay.
it's the scythe. That's not as quite fancy.
I completely forgot you had Sentinel. That's such a good feat.
Yep. Toxic fungal abomination can come back.
All right. Well, actually, I think that was probably closer there. All right, so I guess give me the aura roll for damage then too.
You got it.
Was it 2d10? I think.
Yep.
Okay. Solid. Solid 10. And that brings us to the next round. Which I've been waiting on. So. So, remember those guys from earlier?
Yes.
Oh no.
They burst out of the muck at your feet.
Gross.
Howling and yowling. And for Master Miss's benefit.
God, no,
I'm
not
a-
me. No.
I'm gonna post a lovely picture of these guys too. Just so you can get the full
Yeah.
lovely image.
Yeah, they got the big jaw.
Oh.
That's a big jaw. Alright, so may I make a request?
What's your request?
This guy's free and clear, obviously. He's way off to the left. That guy, though, he is exactly where I put a trench.
Yeah, well, that probably would have closed up by now, wouldn't it?
Sort of depends.
The
How quickly will the mud fall back in? Because that mud was just gone. It was distributed elsewhere in the swamp.
It's true.
Well, there should have been pitch over there. There should have been tar over there as well.
Over.
Like towards
Where?
where that one that's by the one that's to the right.
Okay. Well, keep in mind they're coming up through the muck,
Yes.
Got it.
so they would burst out. Even with the trench, like he'll avoid the trench, we'll say.
Alright.
Oh. I'm gonna come up through the mud and not realize as it come up there's actually flaming tar, so at least one of them gets a little bit of D6 damage
I'll let that go.
on the next round.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so I'm gonna put these guys in to the initiative order for fun. Boom, boom, boom. So I believe that's so just take me one moment, bear with me. Sorry.
No rush.
One more. It's funny once you get the first one done, the others kind of fill in on their own. It's lovely. Alright, so we will. Alright. So I'm going to give them their round, kind of like a sneak attack, surprise at the top of the order. They will not take the following action, so they're not doubling up.
That's fair.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fair if I made them let them do that. So it's just going to be a quick round of attacks. Uki, remind me that one of them will take the d6 for pitch, okay? On your turn.
Will do.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, friendly reminder: everyone has a +4 AC from Saoirse.
This is true.
Good to know.
Master Miss.
Yes.
High or low?
Oh my god. I want to say hi.
Perfect.
I don't.
No, it is. All right.
Oh, God, no. Whew.
So the one that comes up at your feet, Master Miss, with these jagged, broken, nasty, yellowed teeth and this horrible, feral look in his eye. He looks up at you with this kind of evil glee and just begins to spin at your feet and create this vortex of toxic brine. I need you to make a con save, please.
Oh, don't tell me that. Oh, no. No, no, no. Oh, no, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
There are lower numbers.
Yeah. It was a DC 15.
No! No! I have a thing. I can do a thing.
What's
Let me
your
do the thing.
What's your thing?
Ah!
We just have
It's
one
not gonna
global
help.
reroll.
You do have a reroll as well, yeah. So you want to use your luck?
Use the character specific one first. The global one is more valuable.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's accessible to everyone. That wouldn't be fair.
Would you like to roll again?
I'm gonna try. It's not gonna work, but I'm gonna try.
It's statistically unlikely, but it is possible.
It's a 15. I just needed the 1 point more. Oh my god. I don't. It's so nasty. It's so. I can see the. Oh my god!
It's really unfortunate we don't have like Rat and Cinder here.
So, are we gonna eat this one then?
Yeah. I mean, I fucked it up. It's fine.
It's
I
okay.
stood too close, and now I'm getting wrecked. Okay. I'm ready to face the consequences of my actions and stab something in the face with this torch before I go down. Let's go.
So the corrosive brine water just tears into you for 23 points.
Yeah.
With the antifungal
No.
on me.
It's not
Right?
fungal.
But she
something
still
else.
has the water protection.
You
Aha.
do. You know what? I'm gonna give you half damage for that.
Okay.
Because it is the brine water that's physically hitting you too. So yeah, we're gonna split that in half. See, look at you guys.
Thank
The goop
you
has
so
saved
much.
you.
11
Is it 11 or
damage.
12?
11 damage. However,
I gotta get out of here.
it kicks up a huge cloud that obscures a 15-foot radius around it.
Oh, God.
So yeah, that's listener, you and the marsh spawn in front of listener are now obscured from vision.
Ugh.
You know what? Let me do something real quick here. We all know who everyone's names are, right?
Generally.
The nameplates are kind of...
Oh yeah, I already put them on hover to show
Oh, did you?
on my end. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine are really big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're big by default.
Is that a setting?
Can I not change yours, Uki?
Individually, if you go to the gear wheel options menu and you go to graphics, there is a checkbox for hover to show token nameplate.
Oh,
I would recommend everyone enable
there we
this.
go. Thank you. That was tremendously helpful.
Options, you said?
Yes, the gear wheel in the chat box, basically.
That is
Oh.
bravo. Onyx Path is rating us with a party of 7.
I don't
Yo!
see a gear. I don't see a gear
Welcome,
wheel
everyone.
I don't see a gear wheel in the chat box at all.
It should be at the
It's
very
upper
top right of your screen. It's
right.
the top rightest element.
The
And
options
I see
menu.
Text chat options and dice options.
Have the others. There should also be personalization and display, graphics, audio and video, etc. Alongside text
But
chat
which-
and dice options.
Which one of those is the options you picked?
Graphics. Under
graphics.
graphics.
You want
Oh.
graphics.
Checkbox.
Sorry.
No, you're
Okay.
good.
Yeah. Now I can see.
Yeah,
Jesus,
there you go.
terrible.
That is much better. Thank you guys for the raid, by the way. We really
Sorry.
appreciate it.
Hi.
Welcome. We are fighting the muck monsters.
All these
of various
letters.
kinds.
It's so bad. Ugh,
So yes,
that's so much better.
listener, the next one's gonna go after you.
Yeah, that's fair.
What is? Well, you've got the +4. Keep in mind. What's your AC?
14.
14.
It's that OM life.
Missed.
Somehow missed. Fantastic.
All right. All right. So he's gonna make one more grab at you.
It's fair.
Multi-attack. Gotta love it.
That one's making it through.
That one did hit. So 9 void damage, and I need a DC 15 con save
You got it.
as you feel the negative pull of the void from its touch.
So
Hey!
Hey, you made the save! Oh my god,
Right
good
on.
job!
That was 9 damage. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, but did not take away from your.
Yeah, it did not detract from my max. It's good, I need that.
All right, and the last but not least, Az.
Uh-huh.
The last one's going after you. What's your AC?
23.
23 with the +4.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going boom. Oh. Okay. Yeah. You're good. Whiff and whiff. All right. So we are back in order with Az at the top of the hour. What you got?
Well, I got this fancy soul scythe. I'm gonna borrow this for a minute. I'll give it back, I promise. I'll flash it around like this. For 34 on the one in front of me.
34 to hit.
No. Just 20 to hit.
Oh, there it is. Okay. 20. How much damage?
34.
That was the 34.
34? Okay.
Az is very, very silly.
He hit that pretty hard, not gonna lie. Alright.
Second attack. Is it still standing?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll hit it again. 29 to hit
Mm-hmm.
for 29 damage.
Alright. Solid hits.
And then we got the back side
Oh.
of the stick.
Oh, yeah. Polearm Master.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
That is
that one didn't.
crit
fail.
Crit fail.
That one didn't go so great.
That hurts.
Oh, did that change for it? Did. That's alright. I'll keep track.
But that's fine because then we can do this and we can self haste.
Well, before you do anything,
Okay.
It's time to spin the wheel.
that's what I need to get made is a crit fumble wheel just for this. We do a crit hit wheel too, but you know. We want the Okay.
Huh?
Spin the wheel, parentheses, joyous, and spin the wheel, parentheses, tragic.
Yes. Give me a d20, please. Let's see what kind of messed up we have here. Two. Oh. That's interesting. Roll a d10 for me.
Okay. 5.
Oh, Jesus. What was this made of again?
I know exactly what's happening, and I'm upset about it.
Yeah.
A soul?
Oh.
A malignant specifically.
God. Yeah, it
Made
was a
out of
malignant thing.
Yeah.
I reshaped a malignant into a scythe and turned it.
It seemed like such a good idea at the time.
Oh my god. So the scythe snaps. I'm gonna give you a choice here because this could be really bad. I'm either gonna let this act as a retributive strike, where the weapon detonates in your hands, which will damage you, listener, Wilhelm, and the one in front of you. Or it can release the malignant into the fray. What would you guys rather deal with?
Retributive strike, but also I'm not the one on the receiving end of damage. So.
Yeah, I can take 1d10 to the face. I'm pretty sure the malignant does more damage than that per round.
It's gonna be way more than that.
I vote that. I'd rather not have to face the malignant too.
Bring out the ghost.
All right, so what's the choice?
We will take some damage to the face.
I'll take the ghost.
He wants the go. He's holding the scythe.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm not in charge of the scythe anymore.
We are bringing.
I was giving it back to you, but
Yeah, I don't know.
You can't now. All you can do is hand me a ghost.
Please don't hand us a ghost.
it's right there. You're the spiritualist. Just like handle it.
I'm doing antifungal stuff. I'm gonna have to stop concentrating on antifungal stuff to try and blast it in the face.
Holy shit. I think it's gonna be pretty upset.
Oh, I'd be pissed.
I'm sure.
I would hate being a scythe.
Is there any way we can just toss the scythe into the middle of this? Like,
Too late.
probably like right over here in the middle where they can fight the fungi or some shit? Because
This is so bad.
Yeah, this is terrible.
oh my god!
This is bad. Let's get him in the initiative order.
Can we just
Go for it.
grenade
Oh
launch?
my god.
We can grenade launch. Surely with that roll, we can grenade launch it.
All right, so
Oh my god!
I won't let him go till next round, though. Okay.
Alright, that's good.
This fight just got a lot harder.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
bad.
god.
Genesis,
No.
please begin taking attack actions.
Oh, I don't. It's so nasty.
You don't have to touch them, you're a mentalist. You don't have to touch shit.
Actually, she kind of does right now. She's touching the spore
We're
ship.
standing in it, that's technical.
Standing in it.
Oh, I want to get out of here.
Genesis can just float over this if she felt like it. She's done it before.
Ugh.
So that's Az. So Harold, we're at Uki. Uki, you're up. A malignant just appeared. There's a huge 15-foot cloud of obscuring mist.
Oh shit, all of you are blind, that's right.
Well, not all. I think it's you, the
I got
I
blindsight.
think I'm far. Yeah, I think I'm pretty far behind from that though.
yeah, Uki's
Uki's out.
Uki's out of it.
Yeah. So I just rolled a d6 for 5 for pitch for the abomination. And do I use that one for the marsh spawn?
Yeah, we'll just do the same if that's all right with you.
Yeah,
Five's a good roll.
Yeah, so 5 against the marsh spawn, 5 against the abomination.
Ooh, I meant to do the other direction there. Giving them hit points instead of taking them away. Alright. And I'm keeping track of the marsh spawn on my head because they're all attached to one another. If I change one, it changes all of them.
Got it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to fire, because I had reloaded it, the scope musket at the toxic fungal abomination.
Alright. Let's
Boom.
solid. 24 more damage.
Got it. And then now, should my pistols be ready, or do I have to take an action to load either of them?
One bonus action to load one and fire for your second action.
Okay.
And then you can use your third action to reload.
Okay, got it. So then I'm gonna use the pistol to fire at this one by Genesis. Did I do it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did. Okay.
Alright. So that's 22 for it?
Is it? What does it say?
Well, hey,
Yeah.
hey, wait a second. Are you firing at the one in front of Genesis?
Yes.
It's obscured.
The one here?
Yeah, you can't see him.
Oh, because there's a cloud. It's like I can see that, but all I see is a cloud.
Yeah, you can't see Genesis, these two marsh spawn, or listener. They're all kind of obscured by this big cloud of brine mist.
Oh,
I've
I
drawn
see what
a
you're
circle.
saying.
There you go.
But okay, but so then the question is, but I do, so I can instead fire. I could have fired my pistol at the abomination.
Yeah, you can take the disadvantage to shoot into the obscurement, but you do risk hitting friendly.
I'm gonna go ahead and use that hit against the abomination.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Alright.
I'd rather do that than have some friendly fire, especially if they're already getting some damage from these things.
Alright, so yeah, you punch just two thick holes through this thing, and it kind of sputters and
Daddy,
falls down.
Daddy. She won't leave me alone.
Church, you gotta handle some stuff. You handle some stuff. We'll be alright.
Yeah. Alright, give me 1 second. Uki, yeah, you've killed the abomination. So,
Huzzah!
So
Huzzah! Woo!
there's the good news. 1 second.
Let's go.
Is that it for you? I think we're up to Genesis?
Yes.
Okay. We'll switch to Genesis. Master Miss, you decide what you're going to do. I'll be right back in 1 second.
I'll just chat with listeners.
Yeah, it's fine. We got something.
Malignants, can they see through this obscurement?
Their powers are quite remarkable. I believe they can detect any living creature.
These are living? They're nasty.
Well,
This one has gingivitis. Look at it.
we're living. I'd be more concerned about us.
Okay.
I may have to abandon my fungal activities to handle that.
What if I convince this malignant that these things are the things that should be taking out?
I would be very impressed. They have an abhorrence for all life and a grudge against me personally.
These things are a far more resilient source of life if they're based in fungi, because fungi are actually a lot more resilient form of life than animals or plants are, because they require their prey and source of food to come from an external source, but they can't always move to said source.
Oh,
These
it doesn't
have-
need to feed on them.
These
It just
don't?
hates us.
No, I'm not talking about the malignant. I'm talking about the creepy looking things that are in this bog.
Oh yes, I agree. They're almost certainly very resilient. It's just I don't see how that would influence the malignant at all.
They're resilient. They need a source of sustenance, and they're getting it from us, right?
If they rely on passers-by for food, I doubt they would eat very often.
So they're starving, famished, ready to eat, to continue to be alive. And this thing hates things that are alive.
Yes.
Shouldn't be that far off.
I'm back, sorry.
I suspect it hates Az and I slightly more for, respectively, turning it into a scythe and then wielding it as a scythe.
I'm back. What you got, Genesis?
There's not really much I can do about that, but I can try to make it think that these are a more pressing threat to it and its safety.
I do invite you to try. It will be new and exciting territory in the realm of spirit manipulation.
What you gonna do?
So I can't communicate with the malignant then, I'm guessing, because it's a spirit, right?
You're welcome to try.
But if I were to try through someone who had the ability to communicate,
Well, you can
I
see
might-
the malignant just fine.
if I were to attempt to communicate through someone who can communicate with the malignant, then I might be more successful.
I can't really say. You can certainly try.
The classic.
What do you think, listener?
It is going to react incredibly hostile, with the greatest hostility, to my attempt to contact it.
Well, these two
Quite
things in
frankly,
front
I
of
am
me,
going
I
to
don't-
attempt to banish it.
Okay, so you're gonna have to. Okay, so I should probably focus on the two of these things in front of me. These marsh spawn, they're just kind of idiots, right?
Well,
Are they? I don't know what they are.
we know nothing about them apart from they do not care for us, and they seem quite comfortable fighting in the swamp.
You got this,
Okay.
Genesis. You got this.
So they need air, they need water, and they need a source of food. So they're coming after us because they're starving or because we are new here and they haven't eaten in a while. I want to kind of take the naturally disgusting to me earthiness of the surrounding area and like impart upon this one, you know, the fact that we've been almost like hermetically sealed in a way because our air has been so sanitized and not full with this gunk in the marsh, right? We're not from the marsh, right? We don't have that natural earthy moisture. Wouldn't it be so much easier to just take a bite out of this guy? I mean, he's right here. He's homegrown. You know
Right.
what Jim's eating, right?
You trying to convince him to eat his buddy?
Yes.
Okay.
It
What-
may fail.
All right. Let's see your power roll here.
Oh, I don't even.
How many points are you spending?
I mean, since it's just the one being, I'd spend one, I think.
Okay. Let's get that power roll. That chunky power roll.
Yeah, let me just pray with all I have right now. If ever there was a time for me to succeed, this would be it. Just let me win once. I don't want to die in the mire of this backwater swamp swill. I just want to breathe fresh air one more time. If I could just be allowed to die in clean air and go back to my baby, that's all I want. Please, for the love of all that is good, clean, and fresh air, let me get out of this backed up pustule. Please. Okay, I'm done praying. Okay.
The random number generator has heard you.
Whether or not it listens, who knows? Well, without further ado,
I'm waiting to see this chonky roll.
It's not gonna. I don't feel it. I don't feel it at all. I don't.
20.
That's fine.
Okay, that's a 20.
So you're reaching out to try to mentally manipulate this thing, making contact with its mind.
It's probably like really stupid and it doesn't have a brain. Is that what you're gonna tell me?
No. You reach in and you kind of catch a glimpse of what you're dealing with first off. And this is a feral creature just driven by pure malice and hatred and anger. It's not hungry. In fact, deep down beneath the surface and the twisted muck and mire and the darkness that has completely twisted this creature into something else, this was a dwarf. And it just wants to see you suffer.
So I can't make it do that.
It's not going to
by
turn
nature
on
of its.
It's not hungry. It's not. It hasn't eaten in 100 years or more.
So I can't turn that anger towards.
Well, that's what I was saying. You made a good roll, and you got a peek inside its mind. So before you try to just sway it to that action, do you want to change your course? You're a mentalist. You're looking at what you've got to deal with first. So what do you want to do with those cards you've been dealt, basically?
It wants to see us suffer, so it would attack us and probably kill us.
Remember, you can wholesale take over its mind.
This is true. You could potentially do
I mean, does it not understand that surviving in these circumstances is torture enough in itself? Like, does it think that I came down here with these people to go on vacation? Like, we're here because we're suffering. This existence is suffering. Why does it not understand that? Like, you have to continually fight. Well, look at that thing over there. Like, I know you can't see it because of the stupid fog cloud around us, but like, if you could look over there in the distance, you would see something that's horrible and understand that we have to fight that stuff every single day.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he's been trapped down here for 200 years.
Az has been trapped in the wall for 200 years.
That's true.
I'm talking about being trapped.
Was nicer.
Yeah, the wall probably was nicer.
You talk about being trapped. We're trapped in this existence. You think that we haven't suffered? We're not suffering to this day? Come on.
Well, what do you want to try and direct him to do? Or do you want to just try and take him over? I want to take this one over. All right, you want to puppet him?
Wait. Let me see.
I tell you what, it's going to cost you one more point and one more roll. Okay.
This one, I think. Yeah.
Which one are you taking over? The one in front of you?
The one in the middle.
Okay. So yeah, one more point of power and one more roll for me, please.
All right. Now the other one didn't go so well.
You got this.
I'm really hoping. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. I was really hoping it was in there and I felt it. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, he ain't saving that.
No,
let's go.
I made his intelligence save more as a joke than anything. So,
oh my God.
So yeah, you reach out with just direct force, just blunt force trauma your way into this thing's psyche, push its entire brain aside, and you're like, I'm taking the wheel.
That feels so good. Let's go.
Now, keep in mind, you're a little more vulnerable physically right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because your focus is split.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep that in mind. You're seeing from two perspectives, you're hearing from two perspectives. You're getting full sensory overload. So just keep that in mind. However, you do have full control over this thing, and on your next round, you'll be able to direct it however you wish. I'll give you full access to its abilities even.
Okay.
Okay?
Alright.
Alright. Saoirse?
Keep on keeping on. We're playing, baby. That's it.
Alright. Next marsh spawn. Alright. Oh wait, no, we were skipping them this term because they had their surprise. Haha, see?
Yeah.
I am a fair DM. Alright, Wilhelm.
Am I not merciful?
Am I not merciful?
I considered the party line. I know what listener was going to try to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to banish it.
Oh, bro, take a shot.
Go for it.
Let's go.
How many
See
points
if I
are you
can-
willing to spend on this?
All of them.
You gonna dump them all?
I feel that.
Dump them all.
Just so you know what listener was thinking, this is not a spirit that's tied to this place. We literally stole this guy out of the spirit realm. That is where it belongs. So if we just destabilize it hard enough, we might get it to rematerialize there instead of here.
So, how many points is that exactly?
That's the question. What level are we at? I might not know.
14? 13?
What
One of those two.
Prim?
I have 14.
15. We're at 15.
15.
15.
I
5.
also have a sticky note that said I should have leveled up. Wow.
I love it.
Isn't that
So-
just peachy? I love that for me.
It's all good. So you have 5 points there, Wilhelm.
5, and if I need more,
You gonna
I'll-
push it?
I will push it.
Well, I need you to tell me how many you're gonna spend to start, okay? 5, you're gonna just dump the whole...
Yeah, I'm going to dump all 5 to start with.
Alright. So give me your power roll plus 5.
Okay. So...
Nice.
That's pretty good.
It's practically as good as it's getting.
So, to resist this, or try to be fair, we're gonna do... Okay. Doing math.
Mhm.
Alright, so we want plus... You actually got a good shot. You spent a lot of points, so... Look at that. And your goal was to banish, is that correct?
Yes.
Alright. So, Wilhelm, you shunt out every last bit of energy you have to do this. You just focus as hard as you can. You're terrified of the damage potential that this poses, the risk it poses to the people under your care. Your heart and soul, your mind is all just in it, and you unify them as one in a moment of perfect focus, and you drive this thing back down to where it came from. It's gone. It's not dead, but it is definitely gone.
Woo!
Well done. And now we simply need to never return to the spirit realm.
I'll be waiting.
It's fine by me.
I think it hates me now too.
That's all right. It already hated everyone.
Woo.
This is true. All right. So, Wilhelm, you are a little bit fatigued. I'm not going to negative you because you didn't go over your limit. But, you know, for roleplay purposes, you just put everything you had into that.
Yes, the spiritualist juice has been juiced out.
He just tapped. All right.
A little bloody nose.
Yeah. Like 11. All right. Listener, what you got?
I lead off the round with the hearty "well done" to Wilhelm. The fungal creature is dead by Uki's hand, so that's not really a concern. Hell, I have blind sight. Most of the creatures in this cloud probably don't. I draw my sword.
All right.
Which I assume consumes my action, since I didn't have it out.
Yeah, let's, just to be fair, especially because you're very slow.
I am. Slower than you could possibly imagine. So, in the middle of a cloud where no one can see it, a plant has drawn a sword.
Shing. All right. Which brings us to the... Oh, not this time.
No, there
Oh, not this time.
I do one extra thing.
What's that?
I relay their positions to Uki over the mental connection.
Okay.
Hey.
We'll see how that'll play out.
Yes.
But yeah, we go ahead and get him off the board, so he's not on the... All right, so Az, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna punch this guy in front of me.
That's fair.
Do it.
Ow!
What?
Punch him right in his yellow
I
teeth.
punch.
Ow!
Punches really hard.
Ow! Oh my god!
All right, so we can't. As much as I would like to, I can't include the Great Weapons Master, obviously.
Oh,
Not for the fist. But it doesn't matter, that was a nat 20.
Have you seen this fist? Look how big this fist is.
Now, when you say in front, what do you
Yeah.
mean?
this one?
Be-
This one?
Yeah, the one in front of
Okay,
Az,
okay.
specifically.
Not the... Okay,
The
I'm
one that's
looking at
the
the
one
wrong-
that's in fisting
Okay.
distance.
yes. Okay, sorry. I was looking at this character, thinking it was this one, because I don't have the names up anymore. And because I'm blind, so, you know,
So let's.
yeah. Sorry.
You're good. Give me a D20. Let's give you a special.
Oh.
There's
10.
that reroll. There's still
10.
that reroll.
No, this is
Same.
fine.
No, this is still a crit hit. This is nothing bad.
Mhm.
This is just to see what it does. Okay. You slam into their heads so hard that even you can see the stars it leaves behind. He is blinded and deafened until the end of your next turn.
I'll punch him again.
Right. Go on with your bad self.
Extra
Let's
attack.
go. Let's go.
Okay. 12 total.
12 total.
All right. Hit him so hard, even you saw the stars.
They're just floating there. It's like a cartoon.
All right, Uki, you're up.
All right. So, I knew I should be able to ascertain from listeners' communication to me the precise coordinates of the marsh spawn.
More or less. It's still going to be a difficult shot.
Okay. But I'm going to go ahead and fire a pistol.
Okay.
Each one of the pistols at the marsh spawn based on what he's telepathically told me. This is the one I'm aiming for.
Okay.
Okay. That's first shot.
Well, here, we're gonna do these at disadvantage because you are still kind of firing blind.
Oh, okay, got it. All right, so do a second one.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so. Ooh, there's my disadvantage.
Okay.
Man.
Dun dun dun. All right, so let me see what happens here. Give me a d20 roll, please.
Yeah, because I'm just double checking. Because even at steady aim, because I can't see it. Because keep in mind with steady aim that my attacks ignore 1/2 and 3/4 cover, so I don't know whether this would count for that.
Not so, because this is just obscurement.
Just obscurement, okay.
Yeah.
And then careful eyes also won't give me a proficiency in that. So okay, so roll a d20. You said
Yeah, we're just gonna see what happens here. 14.
14.
Oh God. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna do this. Genesis?
Yes.
Your number is 1.
Okay.
Listener, your number is 2.
That's fair.
And then the other 2 guys are 3 and 4.
I'm really sorry about that.
Oh. Okay.
It's okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I stood where I stood. Let's go.
It's
I get
okay.
it. Yeah.
Uki, we're gonna blame this on the thing in front of her did it. Obviously, you don't know how it got a gun, but
Yeah,
Well,
never
yeah.
mind. It came from behind me. It's fine.
it was your crit fumble basically. You hit Genesis. Were you using sharpshooter?
Would I have been able to with that experiment?
Let's say no.
It's
So it'll only do 10 damage.
Yeah, because in retrospect, it's like, listener, thanks for telling me where the marsh bonds were, but you want to tell me where all my companions are? Communicate to them to duck.
So, however, you do still get your second shot if you want to take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the second shot.
What are the chances this will happen twice, right?
Yeah. Listener, make sure communicate quickly. Anyone? There's 1
Nice.
That's so disappointing that's a disadvantage.
and 2.
Okay, so
My disadvantage still 20.
you still nailed your target with the second one.
Yes.
So that's 18. Okay. So you still nailed your target with the second one.
Good.
You think you nailed your target with the first one.
I heard it hit something.
Yeah, I hit something.
I hit something.
Are there any adverse reactions to being shot with pitch that I should be adding to my...
that
Oh, this
wasn't
wasn't pitch. It was pistol.
Okay.
No,
no.
you just got hit with a lead ball
No, it's fine.
at a high
yeah.
velocity.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I wouldn't be aiming pitch into that. That's for sure. Not with all the other. No.
You definitely would have hit things with pitch, though. No.
Oh yeah. Everything.
Everything.
All the things.
Fair enough.
All right. So Genesis, something hit
Sorry,
you.
sorry, Genesis.
You're not sure what hit you, but it hit you pretty hard.
So I'm controlling this marsh spawn in front of me, right?
It was this one, I believe. This one was the one you said, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, what would you like this thing to do? Now it has options, and I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to trust the rest of you not to metagame. Since you're in this head, you're in complete control of its abilities. Not only are they regenerating fairly rapidly, you can either use this thing to physically try to strike another target. It does void damage to do that, but it doesn't take damage from void damage, if that tells you anything. It's immune to void and poison. Which are a lot of its attacks, too, so... However, there's other ways to skin a duck.
Do I have to use a point every turn that I have control over this thing?
Yes. Because it is struggling to get it control back. It's feebly struggling, but you know, if you stop expending the energy to hold it, it will gain control back.
If I use it to attack something else, it's going to do very little damage. It's highly ineffective. If I use it to block damage, it could absorb a hit. But it won't do much damage to it. We need something that's not void.
I will tell you this. It's not undead. It needs to breathe.
Yeah. At some point.
You could try to drown it.
Could I have it drown its companion?
Yeah, you can have it try to grapple it and hold it underwater.
Yeah, there's a trench that was just dug right here.
I think the trench is a little further. But there is water right there, so...
Yeah, just like grab him and put him face down in the water.
Okay. Let's give him a grapple attack here. Are we rolling for both? So here's the attack. You ready? We're just going to do opposed athletics checks.
As is standard.
This will tell me if they're good at this.
There's 15 for your guy.
Okay. It's a +7 on that. That's interesting. Oof.
27 for the opposition. So it didn't manage to get a hold of him, but you can keep that up.
Okay.
Yes, that was a +7. You are correct.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're going to maintain control. Remember to spend your point, okay?
Right.
Okay. Saoirse, anything new?
Yeah, actually, well, we're doing fairly well right now. I'm going to swap from Provenance to the old classic.
Okay.
Because I think we could use this more right now.
Alright, so advantage on attacks. Everybody keep that in mind. Alright. As
Very nice.
he's blinded and deafened. He rang his bell. So he's going to spin. Give me a con save, please. Alright.
It's a very 26 roll.
It is a very 26 roll. So you managed to kind of brace against the swirling vortex of brine as this thing spins in front of you. It's trying to go back into the muck. It looks like it's trying to run away.
Oh, well, I can opportunity sentinel if it's trying to leave my attack range.
What? Can you do that without a polearm? I can't remember.
Isn't that just? I thought that isn't. I thought that. Let me look.
Yeah, let's make sure. I mean, if it is, it is.
I think it says any. It doesn't say polearm. It just happens to typically be used with the polearm because range.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the sentinel effect is any opportunity attack.
Well, he wasn't disengaging anyway, so you get an opportunity. I just wanted to make sure that stopping him still worked. So no, you're good. Go ahead, make your attack.
Cool. I don't have any weapons, so I punch.
Smack.
You actually miss.
Then he gets away.
Unless you want to use a reroll, or
I don't have one.
the whole party's got one.
I'm not using it for that.
Yeah, it's just punching one guy.
Alright, so...
What could go wrong?
Alright, so yeah, he'll poof back into the muck. He does kick up another fog cloud as the other one settles. They only last a couple rounds, so... There's a new fog cloud.
Yeah.
But that's it for him. Wilhelm, you are up.
I think I'm just going to take this round and catch my breath.
Okay. That's fair.
He's doing his best.
Alright, well, listener, what about you?
I have drawn my sword.
Mm-hmm.
And I have blind sight, so I will not be disadvantaged.
Sure.
Now my question. If it can't see, I have advantage against it. Can it see in its own fog cloud?
Well, actually...
Oh, it steps out?
But it's grappling the other one.
Oh, that's right. They're right next to each other now.
Yeah, this is the one that she's controlling.
Yeah, I gotcha. I would say I step around to attack it. I literally can't make it that far and still have my attack action.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
I'll let you. How about I'll let you.
That's very kind of you.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Big step. All right.
We'll say you caught a little extra slide on a slope in the mud.
My trench is coming in handy.
I'm not used to going this fast.
All right, I take a swing at him with the crackstone longsword.
You hit.
Yeah, I deal 6 damage.
Which one did you hit?
The one that she has not taken control over.
Okay.
Wait a second.
How do you tell?
You have advantage from built upon rubble if you want to see if you crit.
How do you tell which one I'm controlling, though? My abilities are purely mental.
We're in the party line. We
Yeah, but am
We've
I?
spoken.
Have you?
Well, if you spoke to listener at all.
Then I would have been
I
aware of your
haven't.
mental activities.
I haven't, though. That's
felt
my
like
thing.
we had since you took him over.
Do you want him to hit the one that you're
It's been
controlling?
several rounds.
No, I'm just
I'll-
saying that
I'll
we
flip a
haven't.
coin.
I'm just saying that we haven't spoken, therefore I have not communicated this information.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
No, you're good. I don't mind him making that assumption in this case to give you guys that slight advantage.
Yeah, but fair. I'll take your word for it. 1 on the left, 2 on the right.
Okay.
He's a 2.
So, there you go. All right. So yeah, would you like to roll your advantage roll?
I did. It was the crit fail.
The crit fail. Okay. So yeah, you wing him for 6 points, granting him another save.
Is that gonna need a... Oh no!
That's as high as he rolls.
No.
Would you like to roll to maintain your control over the creature?
Wait a second. Listener attacked the one that's not being controlled.
The one on the right is the one being controlled.
I thought it was the one on the left.
She grabbed the one in front of listener.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
There you go. Hey, go ahead and make your power roll. See if you can maintain control.
All you gotta do is beat a 19.
Easier said than done.
You got this.
No!
No, you did not have this.
I have a headache now!
Would you like to use your reroll?
Mm.
It's up to you guys. It's there.
I'm not the boss of you.
I'm just gonna do another one myself. Like I have the
Okay.
feat because that's why I got it. So, did I roll again? Oh my
Beautiful.
Wow.
god! 2 crit failures? How?
1 in 400 odds we don't like.
Boo! Boo my dice. Boo! They're not easy roller dice. They suck.
That's hilarious. Okay, so yeah, he wrests control back.
Yep. With a vengeance too, and I'm standing right in front of him.
You just have this moment where you feel that control just like slip away, and you snap back into your head, and you look down, and this thing very slowly like looks up at you with just burning anger and hatred in his eyes.
Oh no! I gotta get out of here! I gotta get out of here!
Oh, guess whose turn it is?
Do we cliffhanger it there? We've only got 5 more minutes.
Get me out of here! I don't want to be here at all! Get me out! Oh my god! Oh my god, no!
Let's get these attacks in real quick.
Get me out of here!
What's your AC?
Not enough.
You don't have the +4 anymore, keep in mind.
Yeah, I know. It's sad, isn't it? It's an 18.
Oh, well, that's not sad. Come on. First attack. Second
Did you
attack.
dodge those?
Oh no. Oh no.
18.
No! It meets it beats?
Yes, it does.
So I'm okay?
14. Void
No.
damage. I need a
No.
con save, please.
14 points, so I'm down to 10. Okay.
It's beautiful.
Okay, now I do. Yes. Alright, I want to be. Yeah, okay. Save. No.
Ooh.
Right?
Your
So that means-
maximum. Now, don't erase anything, obviously, but your maximum hit point until you have a chance to actually get a good, solid, like, night's rest in, has been reduced by 14 points. It just drained the life out of you when it hit you, that second attack.
Mhm.
How are you
Yep.
doing? You're at
Nope.
10. Are you at 10? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Oh. I'm waiting to see your token change, so I think it might turn red. Oh,
Yep, there it goes.
deep orange. It's almost there.
Mhm.
All right. Sadly, it's this one's turn now. God, I hate to do this. All right, Genesis. I'm just gonna do it real quick. We're gonna tear the band-aid off. Oh no,
That's a hit.
that's 2 hits.
That's 2 hits. Statistically, it's not looking great.
All right, so you're already at 10, right?
Yep.
Okay. So Genesis goes down. Go ahead and mark yourself at 0 for now.
Yep.
Genesis goes down as these things just basically like lurch up and converge on her and just start like tearing away at her. Much to everyone's shock and horror. And I think we'll cliffhang it there.
I like to picture my skull softly smashing against the ground repeatedly.
At least the ground is very soft and mucky.
Just splash.
Very soft and mucky. So, first off, everybody at home, everybody, you guys, of course, especially, Genesis isn't dead yet. Let's
We still have death saves.
For now. For now, we still use death saves. I keep going back to that meme, the Anakin and Padme. Make a death save. I get to make 3 of these, right?
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 Yeah, nah.
But no, that is a bit of a cliffhanger. We haven't had anybody go down violently like this
In a minute.
in a while, and that was a heavy hit. You just took, God, 33 points of damage total.
So I just stop at 0, right? I don't have to keep going with the subtraction?
No, you stop at 0 for now.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not eagerly trying to kill anybody. You just happen to be the target sitting in front of him, and the only target. So, this is a good cliffhanger, though. When we come back, we're going to see if we can salvage it. And you guys, you're in a dangerous place. I hope that felt like it, at least.
Yes, for sure.
I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
for Master Mess it did. I hope you like the new creatures. I know they beat you up a little bit, but I did make them just for you.
I started definitions of like.
But you guys did fantastic, I think. And we've made some good progress. You've explored the first area beyond the wet dock and the lighthouse of the Dome of the Shining Eyes. You began to, at least. There's every place that you run into here is going to have story behind it if you choose to investigate it. You don't have to, obviously. I have fleshed out the area pretty significantly, just in case, because I never know where you guys are going to go with things. I have a good feeling we're probably going to get Genesis back. Wilhelm is in the party, and Wilhelm does not let people go down. On the plus side, there is a lot growing here, Wilhelm.
Yes, lots of samples.
Yeah, so
You're
going to be able to replenish a lot of stock and do a lot of good, I think. So, no worries. Genesis is not out yet. Poor Genesis. I do hope you guys had fun, though. It's a neat place to hang up, I think. The music just cut off just in time, strangely. I don't know what's going on with Roll20, but at least it was well timed. So, we will, of course, be back Tuesday. I think we're back with the Baldur's Gate run, the streamed one. Wednesday, we're back with Weird West. Thursday, I think we're still in Fall of Man with Bob, which has been really interesting to watch. And then, of course, we got Blades in the Dark coming up after that, which should be a lot of fun. I'm in that. I think, Prem, you're in that one too, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, that'll be interesting. We haven't really played together very much, so that'll be fun. And then, of course, next Saturday, we will be back with Sigil Confidential. More fun in store for that little group as well.
Yes, I may get to exist again.
You may get to exist again. We're going to see if we can get good old Jimmy back. But that being said, love you guys. Love you guys are watching. All the raiders that came out we got raided so many times.
Oh my gosh, thank y'all so much.
Yeah, the Onyx Path, Neon Lights Roleplay. Who was the other one? Scarpia 911. We will repay the favor as soon as we can, first chance we get, because I think that is just amazing. I guess we need to find somebody to raid. We got to return that loving feeling. And so we were. So stay tuned. After we go to the ending screen, I will be raiding somebody. Definitely stay around. Check them out. Let them know that Neon Lich Studios sent you. Be sure to join our Discord. Got a lot of things in store. A lot of new games coming. Charity events coming. I think we even have some Among Us game nights coming up very soon if you want to get in on that.
No.
Because that's always a good time, especially with this crew. We also have some more opportunities coming for fans and players alike, both with getting involved in gaming, getting involved with the charity events, and potentially even getting involved with the very exclusive club, the Glow Getter Gang. So be sure to hit up our Discord and ask about that. And we will see you guys very soon. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Not everybody.
Good night.